And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Will kick this away to get us going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tried to niggle, but stuck for no gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's gone in way downfield. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
And the wideout goes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catching. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Solid drive here to start the game. Now a third down opportunity in the red zone. Looking to chuck it again. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Back to pass. It's Fowler. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking for a man. And this pass is caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the 1st down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Canes are on the move here. Scanning the field. It's Fowler. Looking deep for the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And it's a direct snap. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. A little first down trickery doesn't work that time. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. To throw, it's Fowler. Delivers quickly to the left side. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Running with purpose. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Back to pass. It's Fowler. Quick throw to the left side. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch! They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Here's the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money. for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First and 10 play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right after all that. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws it to the right. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
To throw, it's Fowler. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Breaking tackles. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Nice grab. It's Thomas. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw over the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
The completion sets up a second down play. Dropping back. It's Fowler. Looks left and finds his target there. He's one down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. It's third down for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. The Canes come to the line in a hurry up. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Miami. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
The sure hands, it's Jones. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Now, a 4th down.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Past the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action here on first down. Checks this down to the running back. Refuses to go down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And sack sets up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, tie. This offense cannot be stopped. Kicking team on now for the extra point. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Dropping back, it's Fowler. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. That pass is caught. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3?
And his defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh, man, you just hate to see this for this offense. They've done a nice job here, giving themselves a shot to get back into this game, and you got to go for it. But to come up a little bit short, this one may be over.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looking to pass. It's Fowler. The pass is off target again. Hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. There's contact on the throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today, stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. The attempt at trickery does not work. That'll bring up third down. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Oh, he's going to throw it. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Canes. They were not going to catch him that time.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Moves out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he hits it out after a big game. Fans of this offense wondering why they didn't see more of that earlier.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw here. Oh, and he couldn't quite hold on. The big guy had a chance for a 1st down interception, but it falls incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that under...
Touchdown! Bama! Still no answer for this offense. Now the all-important extra point.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. He's past the marker and still going. He's in the clear. Powering through the defender. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
Miami 49, Alabama 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He breaks loose at the 45. And they finally get him to the ground in what'll be the final play. That's it. Game over.